of my house right now, but I have to come down here because I'm doing something totally different for you guys today. Ever since I was like a kid, I always wanted one of those mirrors that had the bulbs on them, one of those beautiful big Hollywood mirrors with the lights, like the dressing room mirrors. I looked online, you could get them online, but they're like, you probably see all the makeup people on YouTube who are loaded and have tons of money and, could spend $300 on a makeup mirror. I don't have that kind of money to spare. I'm kind of broke. I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have that kind of money. Plus, I don't really have the room. I have a kind of small house. My makeup table is not that big. It's just a desk, a small desk. And the big problem with my, makeup area is that I don't have the room for a really big mirror. I could fit one technically in there, but we have a window right behind there, and we need the window in the summer. We need it to have, so we can have the air conditioning in the window because we don't have central air. So anyway, so I want one that was a lot smaller and a little bit more portable and stuff like that. So for under $30, guys, under $30, yes, it is possible. You can make yourself your own mirror. It took me a couple of tries to figure out how to get this right, and I will show you guys in a second. I worked in a sign shop for pretty much the last decade of my life. So I learned a lot about engineering signs and putting things together and stuff like that. So this is what I put together. This is the mirror that I got, and it is $5 from Target. It has a plasticky kind of black frame, and it is made out of just some kind of plastic composite. I'm not really sure what it is. So this was only $5. And this is what kind of inspired me in the beginning. I just popped up like a weirdo. This is what inspired me. I got a string of lights like this. These are ones that you see hanging up in people's backyards, like a patio. You can hang them around if you have like a porch or trellis or something like that. Explain why I have the rest of this stuff. So I had to figure out a way to get the hole, to make the hole to hold the bulbs in. My husband's like, why don't you just string them around? Like, no. I'm going to put my sign engineering experience to work. So I had to explain this to him. See how I needed a little kind of lip to hold the bulb and work as like a holding place, like my little cheesy diagram there. These are Forstner bits, and you see they look like that. These are really made for a drill press, if you have like one of those big drill presses, because they do slip, but I'll show you guys a little trick to make them not slip. But these aren't really made for what I'm using them for, which is a hand drill. This is how I managed to make the holes. So I kind of had a few that I messed up on. So this is my last one that was a test piece, but as you guys could see, I got the holes. Where is it? I got the holes drilled out, but if you look on the back, you could kind of see there's a little bit of a space still in there. So, and that little bit, so I had to make sure that I drilled the hole, but not all the way down and not all the way through. So basically what I had to do, let's just explain. So on this side, the hole is a ½ inch, and then on the inner part, this hole is 1/4 inch and 3/4 of an inch. And so I had to leave that little tiny lip in there. And it looks pretty mangled. And this one would have been perfect, except for that I hit the glass. I don't know if you guys can see that, yeah. So I broke this one, but I went through 3 of them already. If you could get it right on the first try, then it could definitely cost you under $30. This one probably cost me about $50. But I had to figure out how to do it. That happens all the time. My job, it's like problem solving or troubleshooting. I used to, put together signs, and I would have to put together little prototypes and stuff, and then I would basically, have to see how they were going to work. And I'd have to pretty much write instructions for the guys in the back. How are you going to build this sign? How are you going to put this together? How to give them like step-by-step instructions. So that's pretty much all the materials you need. You do need a drill. And then for the lights, here's the one problem. Okay, so there's going to be 5 and 5. There's 10 lights on a string. So 5 on each side. I would have liked to go around, but it just wouldn't have worked with the size frame I was using. And you could use any frame. You don't have to get this $5 cheesy, small one from Target. You could add more, whatever. The problem for me, and it would have been great if I could fit them all the way around, but I'm like all about even numbers. Like if there's 5 here, there has to be 5. Like I can't do like 5 and then 2 and then whatever. The problem is that there's only, I think, 10 inches between each bulb, and the mirror is about 15 inches wide. So I'm going to have to splice it in. So I bought this little bit of lamp cord. It cost like 30 cents from Home Depot. Then I'm going to make mine really fancy, and I'm going to put a switch on it. So I got a little rocker switch. So I'm going to splice that in. I don't really know how to do this much electricity stuff. Like, a little scared of that. But I do have some experience with that sort of thing because I used to, I'm not used to, I installed my own system in my car. I had 212s in the back, an amp, and all this. See, guys, I'm a total tomboy at heart. Like, I love makeup, but I'm a tomboy. I like to do men's stuff too. So that's it. So let's get started. I will show you guys step by step how I did it, and let me just go get my template. Okay, so since I'm such a nerd and I worked in a sign shop, like I just said about 400 times, I drew this on the computer first, and I'll show you guys the picture. So I drew it on there first, and then I basically lined up the bulbs. It kind of was nice because the bulbs are being held by this piece of cardboard in the packaging. So I was able to just kind of measure that, and I just kind of guesstimated that the bulbs were 2 inches, round. And I spaced it out, and and I had to really measure in the frame, make sure I wasn't hitting anything and stuff like that. So I came in, they're not perfectly centered for a reason because I would have hit the mirror again. And so I did it in 4 pages. If you guys are not handy on the computer, I will put below, I think I could put them on my Etsy page. You guys can download them for free, or I could email you. Just hit me up in the thing below and I can send you guys a template. So I'm going each side. I will show you guys how I get started. This is the kind of stuff I do in my spare time. I'm a weirdo. So I'm going to show you guys. I have to go grab my tape. Stick around. This is just me trimming this piece of template just to show you guys how it works. So this is how we used to do things at my sign shop. I will show you guys. Let me just get one of these trimmed. So I'm just trimming it up to the black line. I don't know why I made these so thick, but it doesn't matter. They could be... I might as well just trim the black line off. So I'm just taking an X-Acto knife. I don't know if you guys really see that great, but... Alright. I'm just going across with a straight edge ruler. You can cut it with a scissor, but I'm just a dork who likes things to be precise. And my ruler is broken. It's broken! And this is a good trick from the sign shop. And I'll show you guys. I cut my fingertip off one time during this. It was not pretty. And so I'm just going to cut the corner off. And what that'll do is it'll help us line it up. And I will show you guys how that works. I'm going to leave these tab things on back here because that's actually, I found them really helpful last time. They help the drill kind of stay in place. Okay, so we are just lining the edges up, making sure they line up with the edge of the mirror. And that's why that little cutout on the corner helps out a little bit. I'm sorry if this is upside down for you guys, but it shouldn't really matter. So we want to line that up. I'm just going to put one out here. You guys can't see it. Okay, so I just put this one piece over here. And I have to make sure, I'm just going to go down here too. But I kind of have to make sure that we're not going to hit any of these staples over here. So we're good. That one will probably hit, but we'll move it when the time comes. And I'm going to actually take this piece right here, which I forgot to do. Yeah. I'm just going to rip a little piece. Taking this little piece of cardboard, and this is crazy, but it actually helps the bit not move because it's kind of going through the cardboard first, and the cardboard's holding it in place. So I'm just going to take a little piece like this, just put it there, and just tape it over just so that we know it's going to hold it in place temporarily. I'm just going to tape between these just to make this thing extra secure because it gets ripped up. It's a little shredded up while you're drilling your holes. Okay, so we're going to need 3 sizes of these Forstner bits here. What a stupid name. Here. And this thing folds off again. I'm going to kill myself. So I start off with the biggest hole, which is going to be this one. And you see how those blades are designed, and they have that little tiny kind of tip right there. I don't know if you guys can see right there. I like to line it up exactly with this hole, so that's why I made these little target things. I'm going to push this one in. Oop, wrong way. I always figure out that this thing's backwards, so let's go. Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn it this way. So we are going to line up our first hole. I just like to get that kind of in the middle right there. And hold on. Go a little bit above it because this is where it's really important to hold this still. So once you like stab this thing in, that's it. You want to start slow. You don't want to go too fast. And I will show you guys one from a different angle. See, I'm going very slow. You get it in a little bit. And just as long as you got like a little tiny lip in, see how it started drilling? Now it has a little tiny hole in it. The blade is going to get all crap on it, so you kind of just gotta stop. Clean it off a little bit. There's definitely an easier way to do this, but like I said, I'm trying to keep it affordable. So you want to really steady it. And now once you see all this crap coming out, you don't want to go too far in. So we're going to keep an eye. Right now it's about 1/8 of an inch in, and I feel like that's good enough. I don't want to start going. Here's our first hole. You want to leave about 1/8 of an inch of this sticking out. So that's why I told you to go slow. Okay, so the next step is changing this thing out. We're going to move this. The smallest size blade. So this one is the smallest, it's a 1/4 inch. So we're just using this to make kind of like a pilot hole. And I will show you guys, and this is where it gets annoying because you have to keep changing this stupid thing, around. And get that in there just enough. And then hold it centered. Tighten it up. And there you go. So this time around, I'm going to put my fingers, make sure they're not under there, obviously. And I am going to get in there. So, oop, wrong way. And again, not too hard. We're not going too crazy hard on this. I don't know if you guys can see, but... Okay, so it went through. These are hard and you don't want to crack it, so I'm going to release this by unscrewing the chuck. The thing. Whoop. There we go. Just to release it so that I'm not cracking it. My husband told me to do this, and you know what? I should have listened. I totally forgot. You might want to put tape on this part of the frame too. So we're going to put this over. I wish I would have thought of this before. The whole length. This way it doesn't crack the finish on it and make that chippy, which you're not going to really see too much. But this just kind of protects the frame a little bit. Okay, so now we have that little pilot hole drilled right there. And the reason I did that is because now when I go in with a 1/2 inch bit, let's see. And we are going to, and that's why I did this little pilot hole, because it's going to hold it in place. We're going to just see it slipped a little tiny bit, which is fine. And there we go, we're through. And again, we're going to loosen this thing and get it out instead of crack. Oh, that one came out, never mind. Okay, and now you guys can see how there's that little tiny bit left in there around here. I don't know if you guys can really see it too good, but there's a little lip, and I'm going to show you guys. So here's the socket of the bulb. Let me show you. See that? So you want to leave, and that's how it's going to be mounted in there. Okay, so I just got to switch that out again now. And put the 7/8 or the 3/4 rather in there. So again, you just kind of want to make sure you get that centered in the little dot and spin it around, just make sure. And you hear it, it kind of went into that cardboard a little bit, which is good because it's kind of holding it in place, which is what you need. There we go. So you just want to go slow at first, and then this one actually slipped a little, and I'm not going to go all the way in, so that's good enough. 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to hold this up now and go slowly. You guys see it? Yeah. Make sure your fingers aren't under there. Alright, there we go. And to release that, we're just going to open this thing. Okay. A little bit. And this little pilot hole is just to kind of guide it so it's not... See how it slipped a little right there? That's what we're trying to avoid. So you really want to get on top of it. There we go. Not too much. And the reason I go through the front is so that it doesn't pop out and kill the finish around the edges. See how that tape kind of kept it in place? Putting this one in again. making sure we have that centered. I don't think it should matter. And you really want to get on top of this thing like this. Okay, where are we going here? I can rip this out. And so I want you guys to really see how far deep down to go. I'm a little slow just because I don't want to go too far. See, I still have about another couple. Very messy. Alright, I'm not going to go all the way in. So we don't want it to go all the way through. We can always come back and adjust it, but once you go through, that's it. You ruin your little lip, and that's it. Right? So we got the smallest one again. I think that is 1/4 inch big. And we're just going to go all the way through. Loosen that bitch up. And this one I might have left a little bit thicker, so I might just put that on one more time just to get it down a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going back to the 3/8 just so I could go a little bit deeper because I could tell that there's just not enough room there. See how the blade's sticking out? I want it a little tiny bit more, so once I get there, I'll show you guys. That's probably good. Yeah. See that? See how much is sticking out there? Just that little tiny bit. Okay. Here more. And you can always check, you know, pull it out and look at it from this side and see if it's deep enough. So we're gonna take that one off now. And we're putting back on the 1/2 inch one. That little hole. It's always gonna like kind of go off, and there's really nothing you can do about that, but there we go. That's it. That is simple. And again, because it's so thin, release it like this so that you don't crack it coming back through. Okay, so I gotta do the rest of my holes and then we'll come back and show you guys. Okay, so we got all holes here, one by one. And so you guys see that little lip right there? That is what's gonna basically hold the bulbs in. So the bulbs are just basically going to be holding themselves. The only thing I'm scared of is that I'm getting hot and melting this, but I might paint like a little coating around there, so like a rubberized coating, or maybe even on the bulb itself. I'm dying of sweat. Dying of sweat. Could you die of sweat? I don't know. So the next step now is I have to cut this in half. This is the part I'm scared about. So these are the sockets. I removed all the bulbs because this would be a little hard to do. What's up with my hair? So I have to even them out. Just make sure that I gotta cut this in half, and I'm so scared. So I have a pair of wire cutter slash this thing is, I guess I could just cut it with this. Oh, that was easy. So we open it up. There's 2 copper ends. I'm trying to strip this off. There we go. So we got these 2 little ends here. We want to keep these separate because they're separate wires. Alright, so what I did was I just put my X-Acto knife between them because I'm not comfortable with all this jaws being together. So I just split it a little bit. And I left about 1 inch on each side, just like that. My little antennas. Alright, and we gotta do the same for the wire that we bought from Lowe's. If I die doing this, it was nice knowing you guys. I don't know, that looks like about 1 inch. So you just wanna, you're using this part. You see like how it has those kind of holes? That's how you're going to crimp through. And then you gotta really pull it. This one's being a dick. Okay, and then so now we have this, if you guys can see. So we want to separate those. So I'm going to just take, I have an X-Acto knife here, and I'm just going on my bench, and I'm just cutting the little space between where it goes in. It looks just like a lamp cord. That's all. I just so we could split them apart, because I am so not comfortable with this, like, there we go. So you see we got this. So we need to connect these 2. So this is my extension piece. So we're just going to, now the guy in the video, he just kind of twisted them together like this. So I guess I'll try that. We'll see how it works. Most important thing here is to make sure that these 2 don't touch each other. So I have to go get some electric tape. So there's one right there. And I think I'm just going to bend that over. So I'm just twisting them. You see this? I'm just twisting them together like that. So I'm twisting one right around the other. And that's good. So now we got 2 little pigtails there. So we got this. I hope this is the right kind of wire. That would really suck. Make sure these separate pieces stay separate and cover them completely with the electric tape. Up a little bit there. And I'm just going to start down here, kind of wrapping this around. You don't want it sticking out because if these two touch, it'll cause a fire. We want to not cause a fire while we're doing our makeup. So that's not a convenient time for fire. Alright, that looks pretty solid there. More electric tape. Rip it. And then just going to wrap this sucker up. Hope this works. We're gonna find out. See, I don't I don't want this thing showing at all. This is so scary to me. So I'm just wrapping tape, like tons of tape around it. It might be a little excessive, but I'm so not into getting electrocuted or starting fires. YouTuber dies making her own makeup mirror. Alright, so that's one side. So now we have to connect this to this one. We're going to have to strip just a little tiny bit off there. So I don't quite need this much space. I could probably cut off like half of it, like the least as much. I'm just cutting off that excess that I don't really need right now. And then I'm just going to strip that inch off like we did before. Come on, you son of a bitch. This is hard. You gotta like pull it. There we go. There we go, baby. Ow. And then I'm just gonna cut it again. Everybody should own an X-Acto knife, like a girly one like this. I'm just going to cut in between, just so we can split that rubber part a little bit, like that. Okay, so we got the little Y there again. Place this side now. Cut it, I mean, whatever you want to call it. It's about. You gotta come up with an easier way to do this shit. I would assume these have to go to the same one that they like came from. So again, we're just going to twist these. I'm just twisting them around one another. I probably should have twisted them and then twisted them around, but too late now. So we're twisting that around. I'm trying to keep them on the same side as it was before. I think, yeah. So you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna kind of make it like an X, and then you're just twisting those together, just like that. And then you should end up with this. So I'm just covering these up with some electric tape, making sure that none of it's exposed, just because you don't want these two edges touching. Okay, so now we got our little extension. That's all I probably needed less than that. So this is how this works. These have these little clips on them. All you have to do is just bend these back and stick that in there. See, we got it stuck in on the one side. And I'm just going to screw this in. I might have to make some adjustments. I think I got the holes, you know, pretty good. Last time I didn't, you know, a couple of holes weren't like deep enough. This is starting to sound gross, but so there we go. We got one bulb in. Let's keep going here. I'm so scared right now. Okay, ready? I'm so scared right now. Okay, so we finally got it. I gotta fix the bulbs. Some of them are brighter, I think, because I had to change a couple. But we are lit up. We're lit up. So we just gotta hide the wires now. If you guys want to see the back there, there's the back. I'm just gonna tape these down for now. It's just like electric tape or something, but pretty much we're done. We got a lit mirror. Pretty cool, right? I'm excited about it. So there we go. Can't see any wires from the front. If you guys want to check that out, see the mess in my basement. And here's the back. I just did it crudely for now. One day I'll sit there and feel nice about it. So that's it, guys. There is your DIY makeup mirror for under 30 bucks. Pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of myself. What's on my butt? of my house right now, but I have to come down here because I'm doing something totally different for you guys today. Ever since I was like a kid, I always wanted one of those mirrors that had the bulbs on them, one of those beautiful big Hollywood mirrors with the lights, like the dressing room mirrors. I looked online, you could get them online, but they're like, you probably see all the makeup people on YouTube who are loaded and have tons of money and, could spend $300 on a makeup mirror. I don't have that kind of money to spare. I'm kind of broke. I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have that kind of money. Plus, I don't really have the room. I have a kind of small house. My makeup table is not that big. It's just a desk, a small desk. And the big problem with my, makeup area is that I don't have the room for a really big mirror. I could fit one technically in there, but we have a window right behind there, and we need the window in the summer. We need it to have, so we can have the air conditioning in the window because we don't have central air. So anyway, so I want one that was a lot smaller and a little bit more portable and stuff like that. So for under $30, guys, under $30, yes, it is possible. You can make yourself your own mirror. It took me a couple of tries to figure out how to get this right, and I will show you guys in a second. I worked in a sign shop for pretty much the last decade of my life. So I learned a lot about engineering signs and putting things together and stuff like that. So this is what I put together. This is the mirror that I got, and it is $5 from Target. It has a plasticky kind of black frame, and it is made out of just some kind of plastic composite. I'm not really sure what it is. So this was only $5. And this is what kind of inspired me in the beginning. I just popped up like a weirdo. This is what inspired me. I got a string of lights like this. These are ones that you see hanging up in people's backyards, like a patio. You can hang them around if you have like a porch or trellis or something like that. Explain why I have the rest of this stuff. So I had to figure out a way to get the hole, to make the hole to hold the bulbs in. My husband's like, why don't you just string them around? Like, no. I'm going to put my sign engineering experience to work. So I had to explain this to him. See how I needed a little kind of lip to hold the bulb and work as like